look makes few people to pay more. So by removing this inefficiency in the Ghana port system, one or the other, it has contributed to revenue generation. Then we come to the petroleum sector. Here there's ICOMS, there is NPA system, the ERDMS. The figure generated by SML in terms of the latest of volume traded, what is it doing? It is a second check. Okay, NPA, your system, this is how much. You said the volume is 100, but the SML figure says 120. Let's find a way to reconcile. Now, up until that time, most of the reconciliation were manual, paperwork. You bring your paper, we find your paper to do or to reconcile, and it is even let me say more serious when you go to the upstream petroleum sector, where the tallow and those companies, they provide their own meter. So I am in let's say I've built my house, I want light. Then I buy my meter and I tell ECG, this is my meter, make sure my meter works, and my meter, based on my meter reading, I will pay bills. So what it means is that we need that second look, probably third look, to be able to cross-check whether the figures that are being provided, is it really the case as it is. So what SML is doing is to provide that audit and assurance, or to be able to provide a second data for reconciliation and validation. That is if external audit is needed. Even when you come to the public sector, after all these, the internal audit, there is also audit service who will come and check. They will still have to appear at the Public Accounts Committee to answer questions. Why do we place so many layers? And now we are placing that layers in terms of technology in petroleum and the port. And it seems to be a very big problem. I think that we should have a serious conversation about it. Okay, so I have mentioned that we have this the GRA system, the ICOMS, and we have the NPA. So what SML is doing is what? Is providing a technological solutions and data integration for cross-checking and ensuring that the right thing is done. Let's find out. One of the things that the KPMG report and Manasseh Azuri's documentary mentioned was the fact that the claims made by the company is likely not to be. The claims that they've saved the country this amount of million of cedis may not be as it has been reported. Let's assume, without admitting, let's assume that is the case. So in academics or in research, you have to find out if you want to find out whether an introduction of a technology has brought a change, you have to look at what it was before and what it is after. Then we can compare. It may not entirely be that probably the change may not entirely come from the SML, but indeed, by introduction of a technology or a model, if there's a change, then there is a contribution, and we have to really find out what the contribution of the technology has been. So this is discrepancies in revenue reporting, the lifting volumes and the taxable volumes by NPA and the GRA, and the differences before the engagement of SML. SML was engaged somewhere in, I think, May 2020, around May 2020. So from 9 months before to April 2020, the total discrepancies between what the lifting of NPA and the taxable volume should have been is about 3.2 billion liters. That's what it's supposed to be. Then, after the introduction, and you can verify this from the BOG Petroleum Holding account. All these things are public information. You can find out what it is. Then, after May 2020, we look 12 months afterwards. Look at 12 months afterwards. Don't forget that we had about 3.2 billion liters before the introduction. Then after the introduction, if we do the calculation month by month, we are having about 260 million differences. Million differences. So I did the math at the extreme right there.